Ladies and gentlemen, let me be blunt with you. The reason you are not succeeding is not a lack of opportunities, resources, or even talent. The reason you are not succeeding is something deeper, something far more uncomfortable to admit. It's the truth you are avoiding. Most of you aren't where you want to be because you have refused to confront the uncomfortable realities in your life. You haven't dared to look at the things holding you back, and frankly, it's easier to stay in the comfort of denial. But here's the ugly truth: if you want to succeed, you need to stop hiding from reality. Success does not reward the timid. It rewards the warriors who embrace discomfort head on. And yes, I know, there's fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But here's what no one wants to tell you: fear is not your enemy. Fear is your signal. It's telling you where the gold lies. It's showing you where you need to go. Every step you take into the unknown, that's where the growth happens. Every time you feel fear in your gut, that's the moment you should step forward, not back. Fear is the currency of success. Now let's talk about action. Thinking about success is not the same as taking action. And I can tell you right now, most of you are too busy making plans and writing to-do lists instead of doing the work that will get you there. You're not taking enough action. You're busy fantasizing about success instead of going to battle for it. The world rewards execution, not planning. You need to be relentless in your pursuit. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There's just now. Another reason you're stuck is the people around you. Who you surround yourself with determines how far you'll go. If you're hanging around losers, you're going to lose. If you're hanging around mediocrity, you will never break free from it. You need to find people who push you, who challenge you, who demand the best from you. Mediocre people will drag you down. But the moment you step into circles of excellence, your world will change. Associations breed success. Then there's this: you're playing it too damn safe. You're waiting for the perfect conditions. You're waiting for things to line up just right. That's why you're stuck in the mud. Nothing extraordinary ever came from a safe bet. Success requires risk. You need to be willing to bet on yourself, to step outside the comfort zone and face challenges head on. The world doesn't reward the cautious. It rewards the audacious, the bold, the ones who dare to risk it all for what they believe in. Lastly, the biggest reason you're not succeeding: you don't have a clear, unshakable vision. You are wandering through life without a concrete direction. Success doesn't come to people who don't know exactly where they're going. Your vision has to be massive, unapologetic, and unwavering. Your vision should make people question your sanity, dream bigger, and go after that dream with everything you've got. Your success is tied to your vision, and if your vision is weak, your success will be weak. So let's wrap this up. The hidden reason you're not succeeding is you. It's not the world holding you back. It's not the economy. It's not bad luck. It's your inability to face the truth, your fear, your inaction, your environment, your inaction, your environment, your lack of risk, and your weak vision. Stop lying to yourself. Start making the changes now. There is no other time but the present. Get aggressive. Get focused. Get moving. It's time to succeed, and you're the only one who can make it happen. You're not facing the truth. The truth is, most of you are pretending. You're pretending that everything's okay when deep down you know it isn't. You're pretending that things will magically change without making the hard decisions, the tough calls, and the uncomfortable changes that need to be made. You're hiding from the truth because facing it would mean admitting you're not where you want to be. And that's a painful reality. But here's the thing. The truth is the only thing that will set you free. You can't keep dancing around it, pretending like it's not there. Every time you lie to yourself, every time you avoid the hard facts, you are choosing to stay stuck. You are choosing to stay in the same cycle of mediocrity. You are holding yourself back. And no one is going to come and rescue you. What's worse, some of you don't even know what the truth is anymore, You've been so conditioned by society, by your friends, by your family, and by your own fears that you've convinced yourself that success is something that happens to other people. You've told yourself it's too late, or you're not good enough, or you don't have the right connections, or you don't have the resources. But those are all lies. The truth is, success is about ownership. It's about taking full responsibility for where you are, where you're going, and what you are willing to do to get there. If you want success, you have to own it, every mistake, every setback, every failure, and yes, every success. You cannot blame others, the economy, your upbringing, or the system. The truth is, you're the one in charge of your life. You're the one who can change your circumstances. What most of you don't realize is that the truth is liberating. When you face it, it doesn't weigh you down, it empowers you. Because once you acknowledge where you are, you can make a choice. You can choose to stay in your current situation, or you can choose to fight like hell to change it. But this choice is yours, and it starts with confronting the reality of your own situation. When you stop hiding from the truth, you stop making excuses. You stop blaming the system, the economy, the government, your parents, your circumstances. You stop living in the fantasy world where success just magically happens. You stop playing the victim. And you take control. That's when the real power begins. The truth is hard, it's uncomfortable. But the only thing that's going to separate you from the person you were yesterday and the person you want to become is facing that truth. So stop pretending. Stop running from it. Embrace it, accept it, and then use it as fuel to move forward. When you face the truth, you stop being a passive observer in your own life. You start being the creator. You start taking real, bold, massive action. And that's when things begin to change. Fear is the most insidious, the most powerful thing standing between you and the life you want. And most of you are letting it control you. You wake up every day with fear whispering in your ear, telling you all the reasons why you can't move forward, why you should hold back, why you should settle for what you have and not strive for more. But here's the truth you need to hear. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is a compass pointing you in the direction you need to go. Too many of you think that fear is a sign that you should stop. Fear is not a stop sign, it's a green light to go. Every time you feel fear, every time it rises up in your gut, that's your signal to push forward. Most people shy away from fear, they avoid it, they let it paralyze them. But what if I told you that your breakthrough is on the other side of that fear? What if I told you that the discomfort, the fear, the anxiety you feel right now is the very thing that will propel you to greatness if you only had the courage to face it? Fear isn't a signal to retreat. Fear is the spark that ignites your growth. It's the test to see how badly you want it. If you want success, if you want to be extraordinary, then you have to learn to embrace fear. Fear is the measure of your potential. The bigger the fear, the bigger the opportunity. The more terrified you are, the closer you are to something great. If you are afraid of taking risks, afraid of failure, afraid of judgment, good. That means you're on the right path. If you're not afraid, you're playing it safe and you'll never make it to the next level. Fear is not here to ruin your life. Fear is here to prepare you for greatness. You need to stand up to it, stand up to it, stare it down, and walk through it. Stop allowing fear to dictate your actions. Stop letting it keep you small, keep you comfortable, keep you in mediocrity. The moment you break through your fear is the moment you break free from the chains holding you back. What separates the winners from the losers is simple. The winners learn to use fear as fuel, not a reason to quit. They don't give in to it. They don't back down. They charge at it, knowing that on the other side of fear lies everything they've been working for. The losers, the people who will never achieve anything, are the ones who listen to fear and run from it. You want to be successful? You want to live an extraordinary life? Then stop hiding from fear. Run toward it. Embrace it. Let it sharpen you, let it teach you, let it drive you to take action. Because at the end of the day, fear is the thing that will make you stronger, and strength is what separates the successful from the rest. You're not taking enough action, and that's the truth you need to hear. I don't care how many books you've read or how many motivational speeches you've watched. You can write down your goals, you can set your intentions, but if you're not moving, if you're not working relentlessly toward your dreams, you're just wasting time. Let me tell you something, the world does not care about your thoughts or your intentions. The world cares about what you do, what you create, and what you make happen with the resources and time you've been given. You see, too many of you are stuck in analysis paralysis. You've been overthinking for so long that you've lost sight of the fact that action is the only thing that will get you results. You can plan until you're blue in the face, but if you don't act, nothing will change. People love to talk about what they're going to do, what they'll achieve, but very few actually roll up their sleeves and get their hands dirty. And let me tell you, the winners of this world are the ones who execute, who push through the discomfort, the confusion, and the fear day in and day out. What are you waiting for, sign? The right moment? The right opportunity? Let me tell you the truth, there will never be a perfect time. The stars will never align just right, and your resources will never be endless. But that doesn't matter. You take action now, in the middle of the chaos, in the midst of uncertainty. The best time to act is not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, but right now with what you have. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. You can't just dream about success, you've got to earn it, and that requires effort, grit, and most importantly, action. Some of you are afraid of failure, afraid of making mistakes. Well, let me be clear, failure is a part of the process. It's not something to avoid, it's something to embrace. Fail forward. Each mistake you make is a step closer to success. You will never learn as much from success as you will from failure. Every action you take, every attempt you make gets you closer to your breakthrough. But if you stay in your comfort zone, if you refuse to take risks, if you don't act, you will remain in the exact same place, stuck in your own head, wasting your precious time. So stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Act now. Don't make excuses. Don't hide behind the one day I'll be ready mentality. The time to move is now, even if it's imperfect, even if it's messy. When you take action, the path will start to reveal itself. You will find your rhythm, your momentum, and you'll start making progress faster than you ever imagined. Action creates clarity. It builds confidence. And it's the only thing that will lead you to your dreams. So what are you going to do today? What actions are you going to take right now to move your life forward? Stop thinking, stop analyzing, and start doing. You'll never know how far you can go until you start running toward it. And once you start running, don't stop. Don't slow down. Keep moving forward until the life you want becomes your reality. You're surrounded by the wrong people. And let me tell you, that's one of the biggest reasons you're stuck right where you are. People don't realize just how powerful influence is. It's not just about the people you hang out with. It's about the energy, the mindset, the attitudes, and the habits they bring into your life. You may think you can stand strong, that you're immune to the negative vibes of those around you. But that's a lie. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And if those people are weak, complacent, or unambitious, that's exactly who you're going to become. I think about it. When you're around people who complain all the time, people who don't push themselves, people who settle for mediocrity, you start to adopt the same mindset. Their small thinking, their fear of failure, their inability to see beyond the next paycheck starts to infect your own thinking. It becomes contagious. And before you know it, you're locked into the same routine, the same patterns, and nothing in your life changes. You start to think it's normal. You start to think it's okay to be average. But that's not okay. Average will get you nowhere. Look at the people in your circle. Are they pushing you forward or holding you back? Are they challenging you to become better? Or are they letting you settle for less? You need to ask yourself, are these people making me better, or are they keeping me in the same place? You can't afford to stay surrounded by those who don't see your potential. You need to be around people who demand greatness from you. People who expect you to show up and perform at your highest level. People who are already on the path of success, who are thinking bigger than you, who are doing things that scare the hell out of you. Those are the people you need to be around. You have to stop wasting your time with people who hold you back. Stop investing your energy in relationships that drain you, in friendships that don't push you to grow. The truth is, most people in your life are not going to understand your ambition, your drive, and your hunger. They won't get it. They'll try to bring you down to their level because it's easier for them if you stay stuck. They'll make you feel guilty for wanting more. But you cannot allow their limitations to become yours. You need to seek out those who will stretch you, who will make you uncomfortable, who will hold you accountable. Success doesn't happen in a bubble. It happens in an environment where people are constantly challenging you to level up, where the competition is fierce, and where failure is seen as a stepping stone, not a setback. These are the people who will help you rise. They won't let you settle for anything less than your best. And when you're around them, you'll realize just how much you're capable of. The truth is, if you want to succeed, you need to let go of the people who don't serve your growth. It's time to cut off the dead weight. You don't have time to carry people who aren't walking with you toward your vision. It might hurt, it might feel like you're losing friends, but if you want to go to the next level, you cannot afford to keep dragging people who are stuck in their own mediocrity. You need to surround yourself with greatness. When you do, you will elevate yourself to new heights because greatness rubs off.so. Look around. If the people you spend the most time with aren't the kind of people who inspire you to become more, then it's time to change your circle. Your success depends on it. You're playing it too safe. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you took a risk that made your heart race? When was the last time you stepped out of your comfort zone and did something that challenged every ounce of your being? I'll tell you what's happening. You're sitting there waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for the stars to align, waiting for someone to hand you permission to chase your dreams. But here's the cold, hard truth: success never comes to those who play it safe. It doesn't work like that. Look around you. Look at the people who've achieved greatness. They didn't get there by taking the easy road. They didn't get there by sticking to what was comfortable. They got there because they had the courage to risk it all. They chose discomfort over security. And that's why they're living lives that most people only dream about. The safety net you're clinging to is actually what's holding you back. You're terrified to let go, to leap into the unknown, to bet on yourself, but the truth is, your biggest failure will always be not taking the chance in the first place. You think playing it safe keeps you protected, but all it's doing is keeping you stuck. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. You're not challenging yourself. You're not even in the game. You're simply existing. But let me ask you, do you want to exist or do you want to live a life that makes an impact? If you want to make a difference, if you want to create something that outlives you, you've got to throw caution to the wind. You've got to go all in. The world doesn't remember the cautious. It doesn't remember the ones who kept their heads down and played by the rules. It remembers the ones who dared to disrupt, to take a risk, to step into the unknown with fire in their eyes and a vision that no one else could see. I know you're afraid. I know it feels safer to stay where you are, to keep doing what you've been doing. But you're fooling yourself if you think playing it safe will lead to the success you crave. It won't. The only thing you'll get is more of the same, more of the mediocrity, more of the excuses, more of the regret. The danger is not in the risk you take. The danger is in the regret of never having taken it at all. What if you stopped being afraid of what might happen and started being excited about what could happen? What if instead of holding back, you took the leap of faith and let your potential guide you? The world belongs to those who dare to risk it all. And the time to start is right now. No more waiting. No more hesitating. You can either stay safe and stagnant, or you can take the risk and thrive. The choice is yours. You are stuck because you lack a clear, unshakable vision. You've got ideas, sure. You've got dreams, maybe, but they're not crystal clear. They're blurry. And blurry vision is the enemy of success. How can you get to a destination if you don't even know where you're headed? How can you take the steps forward if you don't have a clear roadmap? This is where most people go wrong. They don't take the time to build a compelling vision for their life. And that's why they wander aimlessly. A vision isn't just a nice idea you think about when you're daydreaming. It's the force that drives you when everything else feels like it's falling apart. It's the fire in your gut that keeps you going when others give up. A vision has to be bigger than you, bigger than your current circumstances. It has to be something that makes your heart race every time you think about it. Too many people live on autopilot, drifting from day to day, reacting to whatever life throws their way. They let life dictate the course of their journey instead of creating a vision that leads the way. And here's the thing, if you don't take control of the vision for your life, someone else will create one for you. And trust me, it won't be a vision that serves you. It'll be a vision that serves someone else's agenda. A vision that keeps you stuck, trapped in the mediocre life they want for you. Your vision has to be unshakable, like the foundation of a building. It's got to be something that you can hold on to when the storms of life come. When doubt creeps in, when fear knocks at your door, when the haters show up, when the world tells you it's impossible. Your vision has to be bigger than your problems. And the beauty of it is that when your vision is clear and strong, those problems become stepping stones, obstacles become challenges, and failures are nothing but lessons. Because your vision will be the thing that propels you forward no matter what. The most successful people are not the smartest, not the most talented, not the most gifted. They are the ones with the clearest vision. They can see what others can't. They know exactly what they want and are willing to do whatever it takes to get there. You have to be that person. You have to get to a point where your vision is so strong, so compelling, that no obstacle can deter you. Your vision should wake you up in the morning, keep you up at night, and be the driving force behind every decision you make. It doesn't matter where you are right now. It doesn't matter how bad things seem. Your vision will pull you out of the darkness. Your vision will guide your every move. But you need to get clear on it. You need to get specific. You need to see it in such detail that it feels like it's already real. You need to know exactly where you're going and why it matters. Your vision is the blueprint for the life you want. And without it, you're just wandering. So ask yourself, what do you want? Not what sounds good or what others expect of you. What do you really want deep down? If you can't answer that question, it's time to get to work. Get clear, get specific. Build a vision that excites you, that challenges you, that pushes you to grow beyond your limits, and then hold on to that vision with everything you've got, because that is the force that will turn your dreams into reality. Now, let me be clear, your vision is everything. It's the thing that will pull you out of your comfort zone, push you past your limits, and make you do what others aren't willing to do. Without a vision, you are just another face in the crowd, wandering aimlessly through life, hoping for something to change. But with a vision, you are a force of nature. You are unstoppable. The world needs people with vision. The world needs people who can see beyond the noise, beyond the obstacles, and beyond their current circumstances. You have the power to create that vision. You have the power to shape your future, to define your success. It's time to stop playing small, stop letting fear hold you back, and start chasing that vision with everything you've got. Because when your vision is clear, your purpose becomes undeniable and success follows. It's not a matter of if you'll succeed when you refuse to give up on that vision. So go out there, create your vision, and make it happen. The world is waiting for what only you can give.